Boys, we're back. Hope I didn't keep you waiting. Let's talk about yesterday, the situation of me visiting the doctor. Okay, this is a little bit more of an interesting story, I guess. So, I mean, depending on how you see it. I had to do a physical yesterday because it was required that I got a physical for this new job that I got. Keep in mind, Chad, next week, new stream schedule. I go in to get my physical, right? And they're checking me up, letting me know things that are gonna get done today. So I had to get this shot here, and then had to get like well, one of them was a Tdap shot, and I forget what the other one was called. Regular shots they have to do like yearly almost. So I think the Tdap is like a vaccine, and then this one is to see if you have any like hepatitis or something. I don't know, something like that. So they gave me a shot here, so I have to go back to like urgent care tomorrow whenever I wake up to get this checked out to see if it's bumpy or not. So far it looks fine to me. They're like looking through my ears, and then they look at like my left ear, and they're like, you have your ears clogged up, did you know that? And I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised because every time I use AirPods, it's always that ear that comes out a little waxy. Gross, I know. All right, but when she ends up telling me is that when you have one of your ears a little clogged up with earwax, it's due to genetics. So I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's my dad. So she says, all right, well, once we get you like all done, we give your shots and everything, we're gonna get a little hose and we're gonna squirt water into your ear to get that earwax out. So anyways, they ask me all the questions, like everything important. Do you drink? How much do you drink? Do you smoke? How frequently do you smoke? I don't smoke, thankfully. I'm a big like athletic guy, so I like to stay active. So smoking, like if I smoke, it's gonna like ruin. If depending on like if I smoke every day, yeah, it's gonna ruin my lungs. But like, there's a thing called like the healthy lungs, and if you can hold your breath for a certain amount of time, you have healthy lungs. Now, when you're running, if you're a smoker and you go out running, you're gonna have a hard time running because you're gonna be out of breath so fast. So that's why I don't like the idea of smoking at all in the first place. Anyways, asking me all these questions and stuff like that. Then it was finally time, to get my shots. I get my shots and everything, my shoulders and this arm right here. And then finally they get the little hose thing, right? I had no idea how uncomfortable that hose was gonna be. They put that in my left ear and they just started squirting away, and I couldn't stop laughing because of how uncomfortable it was. I could not stop laughing. So the nurse is laughing because I'm laughing, and then I'm hearing everybody else on the other side laughing because I'm laughing, because I'm the only one that's inside that, like, I'm the only patient there in that building. And like all the nurses that are still there, because I went in at 5:20, it was about like another hour and they would have closed, So she's squirting my ear, and I'm like, ouch, this is like hurting a little bad, but I can't stop laughing because it's uncomfortable. Okay? And like nothing comes out. She's still squirting, squirt, nothing's coming out, and I was just like, when is this gonna end? When is this gonna stop? Because holy cow, I don't like it already. So then I was just like, all right, I'm gonna stop laughing. I'm gonna go like this, stay perfectly still, just let it happen. And I stay like that for about 5 seconds, and then I'm back to laughing because oh my gosh, dude, it's so bad. Right after they're done squirting, they weren't even done because they still didn't get it out. And then what they told me was that like, I can see it there, I'm just gonna get a little thing to like scoop it out or to like rake it out, whatever. And so I was already getting like lightheaded. I was like, holy cow, I need to lay down because like I'm so lightheaded from that. And I had no idea you can get lightheaded from getting water squirted into your ears. So I had to lay down. And then she comes back, she gets a little thing to like scoop it out, and like she picks out like a little clump that's about the size of a dime or a penny. It's about the best I can describe like how big it was, that clump. So now I can hear clearly out of my left ear. I'm like, holy cow. No wonder why I couldn't hear very well in my left AirPod because of like how blocked up it was. So now I know that is because of genetics. But anyways, get on COD. Give me a few minutes. I'll be on really quick. So they take that out and then they come back. You know, they tell me that you gotta call this place to go see urgent care the next or on Saturday because of this shot, which I already explained. And then they said, would you like a Coke or a Sprite to help you with the dizziness, help you feel like better, because sugar helps when you're feeling a little dizzy. And I'm like, yeah, sure. If it helps, you know, with the dizziness, if it helps, I'll take one. So I pretty much finessed that place with a Coca-Cola, and off I went back home. So that's my uncomfortable story of how I got my ears squirted to get a clump of earwax out. And it turns out that the genetic stuff wasn't from my dad, it was from my mom. So I told my parents this, and then my dad's like, shh, man, you need to go back there and apologize to them because you just did me dirty. I'm like, sorry, Dad. I had to put you out there. All right, let's open up COD. I hope you like my little story time Friday. We'll do this again if you guys like want me to tell another story or something.